Okay, so into game one between Pub and the Amigos. Why does it say Pub 1-0? Why does it say Pub 1-0? I'm pretty sure I put a 0 on. Oh, good. So we'll start with the Amigos. They are the cool colors here. So we Ganji playing in blue. Decided to start with Lithuanians, kind of in this central east position. Nick, actually a pub member, playing for the Amigos in this one. And in the teal as the Vikings. So likely going to play water here. And Velas as Turks. Playing in the green, and he's kind of a central Western. Man, that's a big open plane. Imagine you were Poles in this map script. That's crazy. That'd be a lot of space to full work. And for Pup, let's start with Steak, playing in familiar red from him. He's in the middle here. He's got his TC right on top of a board, which is really nice. And they've actually managed to snag Persians from the draft, which is pretty good. Arminius, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. And we have King Boo playing in his familiar purple. Magenta, pink, whatever you want to call it, really doesn't bother me. He's went for Burgundians, game number 1. And Dervoy, where is he? Little Harvey. Dervoy, what? And the orange playing his Mongols. How'd you even end up with a boar like that? What?
Timo.
Right in between. It's quite impressive, actually. Dog positions, we can see Dervoy and Ganji down at the bottom here. Both going to be quite quick into feudal age. Dervoy making use of the hunt bonus. Extra food for Lithuanians is really nice. Boo's out towards the east-hand side. Looks like he's going to have a nice big free fish boom here. And Steak over to the left-hand side. And he's not too far from Nick. Obviously going to be playing galleys with Vikings. Could be quite difficult going into Persians, in all honesty. Double HP in the docks is really nice. Galleys actually take out docks relatively fast, but double HP, not so much. Quicker production on the docks as well from Persians. And the last and the Turks up here might be chipping in with some fires up against Steaky Boy. It's the town's pet. It's not a pet anymore. It's been harvested. So, Nick and Dervoy. Nick. Bro, what are you doing, man? Did he not even know? Dervoy should shoot the house. Shoot the house. No. That would have been super annoying. He wouldn't have had enough. I would have had enough. That would have been fine. But you would have lost the 25 wood if you got rid of it as well. Losing 25 wood at this point of the game is not good. But that's really nice for Dervoy. And Nick must have had some serious issues early game, because he's only getting the second fishing ship out now. Does have a boar. And Ganji's probably just flaring when he's going to be putting his dock and where he's going to be expanding to. Potentially. Not too sure what happened in the early game for Nick, but he has quite a few villagers behind, and if you're going to be playing for water, that's really not what you want. You want to be in the driving seat. If you take some hits in Dark Age, it's going to make things a lot more tricky for you making those ships in feudal. This deer getting pretty close towards the TC here as well. You can see there's a little boundary here where the range is just kind of overarch each other. Douche. I don't think it'd be a terrible idea at this point. But you know you've had such a bad Dark Age. Can you fit the TC there? Imagine you had hill bonus on the TCs. That would make it quite interesting, right? Steak looks to be in a fine position. Got a boar in. Ganji's already on. Some hunt up here, but he's gonna go for a long drop off, or gonna just collect and go into gold. Looks like it, so he should be clicking up soon. That's always a really nice trick. You just collect the food and you always drop off resources at an economy building. Mihai, thanks for the raid. Hope the practice went well today. You guys are in for a tough group. You get Fun Havers and LUB. You could consider Nomad Specialists. It's not going to be an easy one. Hope it went well. And we get a first player up to Feudal Age, and it is Ganji. I've been really interested to see. I've seen Velas play a little bit of Nomad. He's obviously Finnish, so he's got it in his blood, right? But what about Ganji? Ganji for me is like such an enigma when it comes to... When it just comes to Age of Empires in general. But the pub drinkers managed to hold any form of water control. I think with the way Steak played last week, wouldn't surprise me. Being right on top of Nick when Nick's had such a bad Dark Age is really, really nice. Our puppet British team? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So like Douche is generally a strat you can go for on Nomad as well. Andy, it's actually a really good strat. People do it to Viper all the time in the team games. When they play lobbies. Like they're playing chill lobbies and he's getting dished. Like what the hell, man? You can see Nick's really quite far behind here. Ganji's going to be the one that's going to add galleys. That's been really the meta so far. Just snipe fish so much easier. And he's on free docks. A couple of fires potentially from Steak just to work away on Nick's ships. And he's going to add galleys of his own. Okay. So what's our boy actually doing? He's nearly got the res to click. Did he make a blacksmith or anything down here? Okay, blacksmith, market, got the res, clicking up. Okay, looking like it's going to be a castle drop. In his face, Nick is so far behind. Yeah, I know, 25 bills he's on. He's like 5 bills behind everybody else. Which is not good. He has repositioned 4 of his fish. In fairness. So that's good for him there. And honestly, the tower doesn't feel that bad. It can maybe be 1 tile closer, so it's closer to the range, and it would range all the gold. See, Ganji's pressuring their voice fish now. Steak just walking back for the meantime, so he can get his numbers back. Even Velas's fish is being pressured by the 2 fires now. So Steak's getting a lot of value. And we have fletching, no fletching and no fletching for both at the moment. As you could kind of argue it's maybe quite late for no fletching. Yeah, I think we got a group. We got a group together here. But their boy's definitely going to get a castle up. The question is... Does he go to Ganji, or does he go and do it to Nick? Pathing. Guys, Steak when fires first? Yeah, just two fires. You don't have to really worry about them as much. And then onto galleys. What I've also seen players do is actually go for 2 galleys, micro them, to snipe as many fish as you can, then switch on to fires. I don't think... Did her boy delete that? I have no idea. Slow down his fletching. It's got wood, you know what I mean? It's up now. 15 minutes, so it's kind of late. He does have the blacksmith up, he's just not got it yet. For whatever reason. Is Nick in danger of losing his TC? I think he is. I think Nick's kind of dead, guys. Castle drop coming in from Vlasto on top of stake. Always good job doing it to the player that's on water. Really takes him out of the game. Can lose a lot of steam. Stonewall's coming up. Stake needs to go for a lot more. Thank you, Exocept. Appreciate that. King Boo is going to slap. Yeah, he's on to Castle as well. Castelia are out. Castelia should be decent enough against Janissaries. So we get Castle drops and Castle drop on Nick from Dervoy. Castle drop on Blast from Stake. Then we just got a defensive castle up from Boo, just protecting the gold in the meantime. And he's going to be going for Castelia.
Oh, kill him! Oh, kill him! Oh!
Thank you, Matthew. Bro, you got to remind Rise. You can't slang a Castle Age player when you're in Castle Age. But they deserved to win the last game anyway. They played well. And you guys played good the first two games. Okay, Stake's done a good job of just repositioning Eco. Next TC is definitely going to go down. I think we messed up the rules so bad. It didn't matter in the end. Didn't matter in the end, which was good. Thanks for the raid, Miguel. Hope you had a good one. Looking forward to see you guys play your games as well. Good luck with Warlords this weekend, right? Nick has had a rough day. Yeah, Nick is in some issues. And honestly, where does he run to? He probably has to go behind Ganji now. And Ganji's just booming. Where's the Castelia from Boo? What are they doing? Pick Civ, Sean? I'm really going to struggle to redeem that at the moment. And I think Stake's going to get up no problem. Largely because of the HP on the TC. It takes forever to go down on Persians. I'm not seeing a lot of manga dive from Dervoy. But he is going to go for a TC just in front of the castle here. Should be pretty safe. 10 squats. I can do 10 squats, no problem. Should be moving anyway. I may get the standing desk up soon as well. I might get someone else a couple actually as well. You life advice? So the way life advice works, Andy, either you present me with a problem, I give advice on it, or I give you very general, generic advice. Personally, I like to deal with people's specific issues. But generic advice is not bad either. Okay, Stake's been pushed off. Not very good there. Ganji looks like he's added quite a lot more fish, so good work in that one. Stake absolutely just trying to get this up. ASAP. Changing jobs, how do I impress my new colleagues? I think first and foremost, it's probably being on time. And I think people appreciate good introductions. Take time to get to know them in an individual level. You know what I mean? Okay, their boy adds an eco, looking good there. That man loves his farm upgrades. Mangadai are out. Nick has actually ran down this way. Okay. I actually don't mind it. Probably gonna be like out of sight, out of mind a little bit. Second TC gonna be added by Stake. He's got one down here as well. Where are the Giannis? Actually got 3 monks Quite a lot of Jannies there. Don't screw up your first impression. Things will fall into place if you're competent. That's not what he asked. That is not what he asked, Exocept. I hate these units. I fucking hate them. Look how good they are just sniping villagers. And honestly, Pub are in a really, really good spot here. Okay, Ganji is way ahead in 65 vills, and he is booming like a madman. But Mangadai are pressuring, and his monks to defend in the meantime against Mangadai. And what's of that is fish. Don't be forgotten about. What's of that is fish. Little sneaky villager from Vlas. Okay. TC will go up. Mangadai just forced to go back in the meantime. And looks like a siege monk play coming in from Ganji. How the fuck is showing up in time gonna impress anyone? Bro, have you never been... So what... Okay, what's the alternative there? What is the alternative? I arrive late? Are people gonna be impressed by late coming? Oh my god, Vlas is getting absolutely fucking wrecked right now. He's down to 28 villagers. Castle job from Boo. Using the mobility and... The monks are inside the TC, not even the fucking vills, man. Arrive late with a smoke machine. If there's going to be any way to arrive late, that would be it, for sure. Boo is broken on Nomad. Boo is a changed man. But he's using these busted units. Okay, Nick has arrived in Castle Age. Congratulations, welcome. He is going to be going for double range crossbow. Can he maybe flipping it towards the back here? Okay, Castle from Dervoy. He sent 12. Honestly like the position of it. Oh, is this 2? Castle's gonna go up. Honestly, when it's 12 villagers, it's really hard to stop that kind of amount. And Vlas, he seems like he's in a really bad spot. Boo's adding eco, he's on 2 TCs. Third one coming already. This bit's gonna be critical area for the next castle. And even Nick chipping in now. Helping out versus Steak. But the score? It's surprisingly close, but that's largely because of Ganji having all of this down at the bottom. Steak just still microing his little life away. They've kept a lot of fish alive. He is on 3 TCs, 4th one coming up. Persian Boom is unbelievable. And here's a castle from Boo. That's the castle we needed. That's the castle we're getting. Pub look like in a really good spot. Pub are in a really good spot. Look at the villager count. 64, 64, 84 for Steak. 84 villagers for Steak. He's nearly caught up to Ganji. Vlas is on 27 villagers. It feels like the practice, the preparation has paid off for game 1. What's the food count like for Ganji? It's honestly not even that good. Balance is looking for counter castle though. Boo's totally off of gold. Does have one up here, okay. Castle will be good. Will deny some vital farm space. But he is moving up further north. Like his random little archery ranges all over as well. Steak shouldn't be overly greedy here. Maybe it feels like that 4th TC was. Nick doing the right thing and just adding some eco. Probably needs a siege workshop to deal with these crossbows. which I'm not seeing quite just yet, but maybe feels comfortable enough that he's not going to lose anything. But that's good. Darvoy's just going to come over and try and deal with that with his Mangadai. Who I think is fine in the immediate future, because now Ganji's feeling like he has to deal with this pest over here. You can see the score starting to grow now, and even a castle coming in from Darvoy on Nick's extra TC now. Snake's gonna boom, and he's probably gonna boom into like Paladin by the looks of it. And Vlas coming out. Yeah, Vlas is not in a good spot, man. He's not even... Is he even adding villagers? He's on 30 vills. I feel like he was just on 29. And yeah, castle goes up. Castle up from Nick now. But Imperial Age is in from Ganji. Has he got a castle? Really want a castle, but he's only going to be on one. He is going to add stables. Does he have relics? Doesn't even have relics. Blending into the map. Looks like another castle coming. Double monastery is Persians. That's not some... Steak. Double monastery, double university. Let's fucking go. That's brilliant. And yeah, like I said, it just feels... I think the 4th TC feels like overly greedy. He is up to Imperial Age. Persian Knights do get the +2 attack and archer line as well, so that's really nice. But doesn't help it. Most of his eco is idle right now. How's Boo handling things up in the north? He's just chilling. He's not up yet. Not even close. How about Darvoy? Getting there. Does have 29 farms. Taking 3 seconds. Fuck. Yeah, pretty much, right? Next gonna lose absolutely everything. I do like... I'm trying to, like, convert lumber camps now as well. Both of these teams are just... They're absolutely trolling right now. They're absolutely trolling. Okay, where did the castle come from? Ganji. It's a great castle. Can range from here where the trap comes out, then range that one, but it's going to take time. It is going to take time. Steak has 1600 gold, but like, no food. And for some reason, Boo, why are they both down here? Why are they both down here? Why is Boo down here? I swear to God, Boo does this. Boo does this with his army at times, and it's like... I was wondering, like, why the fuck are they here? And I've got no idea. Okay, where's their boy with his Mangadai? Coming back up north. Castle's going up. Totally out of position. It was way down to stake space for some reason. Castle... There's too many villagers on it. It's gonna go. It's gonna get a few before, though. Gonna get a couple more. Decides not to. Again, Castile, I don't know where. They're coming for like a massive loop around here. There's not much of an eco there. But he could kill everything. Looks like he's taking quite a few more monks. Boo's up now as well. Knight's been added. Only one relic by the looks of things for Ganji. And Vlas up to 35 villagers. Good job.
Yes.
Steak. Steak. Okay, he noticed. But there's a question mark. Represent. The carrot? It does. It doesn't show up. It shows up in Capture Age, but it doesn't show up in the game. Okay, the castle does a great job of defending, but honestly, their void could come from this angle. Ganji's actually pushing from 2 now. He just needs to kill the castles, and that's what he's done. But now he needs to transition onto military. He's got +4 in the knights already. Okay. That's a lot of Burgundian Castilier, though. Is Boo going to transition onto paladins? Yeah. He's just going to go paladin. Look at the balls in this. Blast is just going. He's YOLOing now. 100% YOLO. I don't think Steak's gonna notice that. I feel like he's trying to just take care of Nick. It's top score versus bottom score. Okay, he's definitely gonna notice now. He really. He's definitely gonna notice now. He's definitely gonna notice. Oh my god, Steak! Oh my god, no. Finally flares it. Okay, Nick really is closed into the corner here. What about the army from Ganji? Looks like Boo took an engagement. The Castiliae are in. Charge is gone. 12+3 they're on now. The Paladin will be in soon, but really lacking upgrades. And then big massive trebs at the front here. So their boy's going to just try and jump on these, and I think all the trebs go down. Two trebs working behind. Only +1 attack. Take the last treb, take the last treb. There's actually 2 behind here. What are Ganji's Cavaliers doing? And GG Core. Yeah, lost about 4 trebs there. Castle was going down. I don't know what his Cavalier were doing there, man. Just running around. So game 1, 2 pub, which puts him in the driver's seat for the rest of the set. And man, this felt like a really solid game, but it certainly, I will say this, it certainly helps when Nick, he had a very rough Dark Age. He had a very, very rough Dark Age. And couldn't really recover at all. And it's even worse when that player is really kind of shoehorned into going for water. I don't know. How does Steak go from top score to bottom score? Steak thinks. There's only a few hundred points between them as well, right? Only a few points between them. But really good game. Well done to Pub. Taking a point from the Amigos is pretty impressive. We're taking a game from them. You see Velger High from Velas only got up to 37. Support's been great so far during the tournament. Support has been amazing. We're getting closer to a goal as well, which is fantastic. Let me just tab and close music. Team, scoreboard, score right, there we go. So 1-0 to Pub. Okay, game 2 then, and play all 3 between Pub and the Amigos. It's 1-0 to the Brits. We will start with them, and Boo is playing Boo is playing his Bengalis. Interesting. He's been telling us all this time that they're good. We'll soon find out. Cappy, aka Guinea Pig, aka he's got too many names, man. Changes names way too often. He's Khmer playing away into the south.
Hi.
The wood line isn't the best, but I'll absolutely love it. It's all good. And then Steak is in the middle here, playing as Mines, near some stone. So he played Plumes the last time. Wouldn't be surprised if he tries to go for that this game as well. We can see Velas and Nick away over to the east hand side. Hindustanis for Velas in the green. and Nick as Malay, and then it looks like Barrel's up here in the north, playing as the Saracens. So a really interesting map, Jen. We have a really big inlet here, a little crossing. Actually, two crossings. It's still going in, still going in, still going in. You do get them sometimes. Which can create a lot of little small choke points, because these things, these crossings, can get walled pretty easy, right? Stone wall there, stone wall there. Even from, don't even need to do it from both sides, just one side from one player, and then it could be here. Very small commitment. And then you can create a funnel right through into here. I don't know who's going to be the ones wanting to create that, but it could be a very important area late game, especially for Cappy, if he's going to be kind of disengaged from everybody else, let's put it that way. But it could be a really nice situation for him to like free boom, especially as Kimmer. We don't have like a fantastic like power unit. Late game, maybe Ballista Elephants, but you can get like mass Hussar spam with these. No laugh, thank you. What is this map, Jen? I don't think it's too rare. Alex, this can happen. Crossings in 3v3 are pretty common. And you can get the inlets. Dog-wise, we have Boo out to the left-hand side. Nick's not too far away. As Malay. I reckon both of them are going to play water here. Would make sense. Barrel's down here in the southeast. Also not too far away from Steak. Steak's had his villager walled in, which is not good. It's not good at all, actually. Nick walled him in. Yikers. And then Valis is on the other side. And okay, and then Cappy's got his dock up in the north. Crossings are fine, but we've seen work go past the middle of the map often. Yeah, I guess it does go far. It does go far. It maybe like stop here or something. But I like it. It's good to have some variance in map scripting. Why not Capture Age? Because all my donations and subscriptions I funnel back into the competitive scene. So you can someone buy me a better PC. Please. Do it. Thank you. Okay, villager count. Nick is behind by 1 again. Looks like res access for Steak is fine. Boo looks fine as well. Barrels is slightly awkward, in all honesty. Has like this wood line. And just such a big open space towards the left-hand side. He did this in the last set as well. He kind of put his TC in a strange position. Like really out towards the edge, and he's done it in this game as well. Valis already bringing in another boar. Okay, does have another boar up here if he does notice it as well. I think most people are fine. It's probably the best situation to have your weaker player. No disrespect to Cappy. A little bit further away from everybody else, and you're less likely to be taking damage. And also the dog position here, up here as well, is really nice for him. Means he can be very proactive.
Hi.
And hopefully not having to do a lot of reacting. No one up yet. We are past the 9-minute mark. I was expecting anyone to be going for water, would be thinking around about there. Cappy is a thinking man? Yes. Boost up first. Just sub 10 minutes. It's alright. Nothing special, but he's up first and that's the most important thing. Second dog being added already. Ship regeneration is really nice for Bengalis. Still no one up yet from the Amigos. It's probably going to be Nick. Let's just double check his resources. He's got the second building, he is melee, so he's going to be up. Still going to be up first. And actually sending the villager over here is actually a really nice touch. See, multiple dogs being added by barrels, yes. Likely going to be more galleys in from Saracens. Stange. Oh, it was Stange. Next flare in it. Oh my god. And stakes on stone. All looks pretty set for a fast castle. And plumes could be a big issue. If two players here are committed onto water. If Malay and Saracens are both committed on water, it could be an issue. Feels like Bass could have maybe been up a little bit earlier. He's also put a mill here, but not... What? What? Why is there a mill in... I don't know. Okay, boo. All looking good for him in the meantime. 3 docks there. Nick just getting a couple of fires out to begin, but he's not going to be too far away from getting like a critical mass of galleys. Something to damage and boost. In such a nice position to play war here. Preemptive mill. Preemptive mill. Yeah, I mean, did he build it with 1 villager? I'd love to see if he did that. He is up. He is up. What's he gonna do in Castle Age? Like, it's kind of like an awkward thing for Hindustanis, because camels aren't the best unit to raid with. More counter unit, right? Against knights. So what do you really do with them? I guess he's gonna try and boom. Get 16 on wood, that's what that would tell me. Does he add another dock? He might just go fire, like he might go fire ship. He is adding more fish. Fire ship and boom, potentially. Cappy's up as well. And he's going to be going for a stable. I like minimal investment. Try and force some reactions, find what you can, but also add in TCs. I don't like adding TCs blindly. I think that's always risky. But they're definitely going to be prioritizing map control here. It feels like minimal losses, in all honesty. And Boo on galleys is definitely a strong point. It's actually been slightly surprising how little we've seen Boo on galleys. Stakes fish are pretty much all dead. I mean, at least there's a few left up here. There's actually 3 fish up there. Okay. TC. Yep. Gonna be TCs. Cappy losing all his fish. He's certainly losing a few. Saracen galleys just fire so fast. And Nick's still got a lot of fish. Actually still alive. Now, defensive castle is probably the best play. Maybe could have made an argument to actually drop it in Barrels' face. No one needs feudal age. But likely that second castle is going to be the follow-up here, right on top. Is Boo not... No, Boo knows where everything is, but he's just doing a great job of hiding them. Because there's this big inlet down here. I don't know if Boo's aware of that, but I'm guessing he probably does, yeah. Just probably doesn't think he's going to go down there. Tried to donate and it wasn't working, maybe just a me problem? I think it is. Cheeseman. Let me check the PayPal account quickly. And Boo's actually going down. I'm not aware of the account being locked. Pretty sure it's all good. Yeah. Depends if you use the donate button or whether you just send it via PayPal as well, I think. But the donate button should work. And chasing down the fish, man, is actually so, like, it's quite a big effort to come down here and then you're gonna have to come all the way back out, right? Nick's actually in Castle Age. Double Monastery. Okay. Actually getting a nice couple of hits. This takes out that villager. Plumes are on Velas. TC being added by Barrels. Another TC here. So Barrels is on 4 TC. Siege defense with some monks. Same thing. Amigos are in a really bad spot to be adding TCs. They have like... They virtually do have like 10% of the map here. Like this. And you're in a real danger of being overrun if the other team just commits to military. Like, what the hell, man? There's just so many TCs. Oh my god, Cappy's coming in with some knights now as well. I don't like this approach. Everyone's just going monastery defense. And then Galley Wars going on the top. Boo's just going to run for the meantime. Is Boo can come in and do something else? He's got so much wood. Oh my god. Stake's still on stone. Second TC's been added by Cappy as well. Looks like lost a couple of knights, but TC denied in the meantime. Pub took game 1, sheesh. Yeah, and he took... It was quite convincing in all honesty. And map-wise, they're in a really good spot here. And I think Boo just needs to go and try and kill the Amigos fish here. He's going to send out one to the left-hand side. I actually really like the position, considering Boo's the one that's on water. I do like the timing. It's just forcing. Oh. Maybe Barrels actually went for a patrol and it retargeted onto the dock. That's not good. That is not good. Cappy's thinking about a castle at some point as well. I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt that mill was already there. Amigo's got the Velkite now, but yeah, they've got very little of the map at the moment. This can be punished. We're not really seeing a lot of military though, that's the thing. That was on deer? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It was demos? Where? Castle will help fortify though. And next even expanded with an RTC here. An RTC from Barrels right now. And a lot of that eco count is purely fish. And Boo is coming in from both angles now. Okay. Purple pass boys dog. Ew. So let's see how many ships get lost. Boo, come on. You gotta move. Flame is just moving around in the meantime, really struggling to find damage from anywhere. No siege being pushed in or anything against Malay. Have redemption. Hindustanis have redemption. Saracens have redemption. Forcing redemption is never terrible though. Man, even Nick has this annoying little villager in. Getting some good vision from houses and the outpost as well. Okay, Cappy's flaring something. Must just be the monks trying to track them. If you could catch them off guard with the plumes would be nice. Plumes, pretty good unit, been able against AMIGOS. They're so fast and mobile. Fakers, thank you. And Boo's not really got the sufficient damage on water, to be honest. There's still a fuck ton of fish eco out here. I mean, Valis has a lot of idols. 4 TCs from Cappy in the meantime. 1, 2, 3 from Stake. Does have a lot of eco rolling. Not as much as the other guys though. Valis on to 115 villagers. Hindustani boom man's insane. Absolutely wild. Cappy is up. Cappy is up. What's he going to continue on with here? Could he sling? He could go imp and sling the other two. So we don't really have a big mass here, Tom. But yeah, that's still 4 Pierce Armor Gulam. And they still do fantastic. The issue is if you have a massive Gulam and they're able to get close, then the pass-through damage is just amazing. The Eagle's probably going to be out of the question. Up against Hindustanis. And yeah, Cappy's just going to add loads of knights. Okay. Who's up to Imperial as well? Is he really going to go Ellie Archers? It feels like Elfin Archers. Okay. Bro. Buddy. Just Nick versus Cappy in the meantime. And Boo and Stake versus Valas and Barrels. So in terms of like matchups, it's also probably the closest matchups in terms of elo. So Nick and Cappy probably been, I wouldn't say the weak points, but definitely the war players in the team. All comparative within their own team, of course. I'm looking to get it up. Saracen archers there. Not even crossbows, what the hell? There we go, Cappy into Imperial Age. Hussar straight in as well. Does have a decent number of knights. They're going to go for it. Karambits even look like in the option from Nick. Economy-wise, everyone's looking really good. Valasso is in a huge boom, 140 bills. Boo have his own castle. Don't see it as of yet. Another castle coming down from Valas. Difficult situation. We got Watts up on the north, Watson in the south as well. Nick's absolutely YOLOing for a castle here. What's a Cavalier though? Hussar mixed in as well. How's Nick's? This is unbelievably close to being a disaster or a genius, but I think he's thrown way too much there. Does he even get the castle up? Does he even get the castle up? He does not. Ooh. Oh, and that was so many villagers. So many monks. You come and wall this in right now. You come and wall it in. Don't even give him a chance. It's a 91%. Don't let him send more. Wall it in. And Nick's worried now because he's thinking about walling in. And just trying to get Cappy out. Is this, the crossing's not even done? He could come this side as well, okay. Ballast chipping away. Issue with early archers is kinda really expensive and take a long time to get. Is he really going for elite elephant archer? Oh my god. Oh my god. We still need something to deal with the rams. Hussar's trying to get in. Nick is definitely a BF player. Let's put it like that. If Cappy can get a castle up, he can shoot his way through as well. Gulam's coming in now. 4 trebs here from Velas. Does have a castle up, this King Boo. Both these guys in Imperial. Okay, elite early archers in. And it is really pog. It is really pog. But I don't know. Okay, Pike's coming in as well. Elite early archer's a massive upgrade. But we do have Imperial camels in. And not even elite plumed archer yet. How good Stakes micro? I know he thinks he has good micros. Looking good there. Imperial camels though, gonna close in on the early archers. Bomber cannons in behind now as well. Nice little choke point there. Looks like Nick has just been annoying enough to stonewall everything out as well. And he's stonewalled this side. Everything's been... Talking about this side being funneled. Everything's been funneled up from the north. Migo's done a great job of just creating this funnel. Closing off Cappy. And now he has to switch gears and come north. Yeah, Imperial camels in the eco now. Economy numbers are gonna drop. Elite early archer just seems like a very, very hard transition to do. That looks like a really hard transition. And like everyone's actually pretty much lost fish apart from barrels. Maybe Pop got deleted, that could have been it. Boo down to 60 vils. Kind of feels like GG and we'll be going to a third match as a decider. Is Elephant Archer the play here? It's a tricky thing for Bengalis is what do they do? They don't exactly have the most flexible tech tree. They maybe just play... They play normal elephants? Against Hindustanis and Saracens? Why not normal elephants? Why not battle elephants? Is Nick slinging? No, you can't sling up. You can't sling up an age. Plus, it's Hindustani eco? I doubt it needs slung. I feel like normal elephants would have been better than early archers. No? Is there a reason Boo is dead? He tried to switch into elephant archers. And like, elephants like wreck camels as well, do they not?
Nam?
Could Raffas work? I think when you only have one castle, no. And considering it was a water player, not going to be loaded up in castles. I mean, what are the prices here? Bengalis? Elite is 1200, like, it's still very expensive for Elite Early Archer. 80, 70, 120, 70, so it's a little bit extra food, of course. But could have got pikes, maybe? He was getting pikes as well. Obviously, 20%, 25% less bonus damage. IDK. Like, it still would have been a struggle anyway. I don't think Elite Early Archer was it. The Amigos had... Okay, game 3 then. Pub versus the Amigos. This one is to take the top spot on the group, most likely. If you do win this game, and both win out your last final game, first seed is a big, big advantage, because going into the last 16 means you're going to be seeded in pot 1 and potentially facing pot 2 teams. So, that could be a big, big advantage for either of them. Let's start with the Amigos, who won the last game. Samero is in. The man from Czech Republic now is playing as the Dravidians. Barrels playing in the teal. What is up with Barrels doing these TCs? He absolutely loves doing TCs or just close to like the water on like these small wood lines. I don't get it. It's bizarre. Anyway, Ganji is over here. He's playing as Berbers. And we can kind of start off with Pub. You can see their boys not too far away. And he's playing as the Britons, but he is on... He's on top of stone, guys. And being on top of stone at the very beginning of the game is not a terrible idea. And we got Boo, miles away. Kind of disattached as Poles. He does have stone right on top of his TC. And also Cappy playing as Vietnamese miles away. So let's see how this one works out. Dog positions are going to be important. The boy way out in the east. Sorry, the west. Barrels down here in the south. We can have Boo and Cappy close to each other. Looks like Boo's even going to try and use the spore, which is nice. And yeah, most of the dogs are actually really spread out. Is anyone... No. No. I will say this. This is the one bad thing about live casting. You try really hard to do like an introduction, and you're like, damn it. But it feels like they were going to be in the same situation there. With like, I don't think the map is honestly all that bad for them. Maybe didn't want to be so far away from Dervoy. Maybe they're probably wanting to get to like longbows, but. Yeah. There's your stats for anybody. Look at the timeline. Beautiful. Yeah, restart. Restart, Danielle. I think they just read the last game as well, which is a funny thing. So this is third time lucky. It's all about freeze today. What was the reason? Just because they wanted it. I think because their boy was so close to the other one, and then it's game 3, right? So if there's probably anything you're not happy with going into game 3, might as well use a restart if you have it. The thing is with Nomad, you might use your restart, and it might be even worse the next game. So like, using restarts in Nomad, I think are like always a risk. It could be worse if you're looking for something perfect. But I think trying to eke out every advantage does make sense. I was like so nervous watching barrels go past Boo's dock there and be like, please don't belt it. Please don't belt fight. Please don't belt fight. Okay, let's get started on TC. Sumeral in the blue, down here on the side for Dravidians. Barrels on the opposite side of the map. On the northwest, as Kajaris. Man, he is gonna have like Omega berries around his TC. I'm actually interested to see how the berries will generate in a couple of seconds. I'll make sure I'll try and come back to that. Ganji in the green, not too far away. So they're kind of out on the left-hand side. And then we have Dervoy as Britons. He's kind of up in the north now. Cappy's not too far away, just to the left-hand side as Vietnamese. Which is kind of nice, being so close. And then Boo is kind of a little bit detached from everybody else. He does have a boar right underneath his TC, but doesn't look like there's any stone close. Does have this up here, which is definitely one to be getting onto as poles. Question for me: how early are we going to see this mill? Look how much food there is here. Oh my god, this is insanity. There's a lot of good fallback food, right? That's what the nice thing Kajara's getting. The berries right underneath the TC. 250 foot. If you always run out, you can always go straight onto it. And think shit happens on Nomad. That might happen to you. Who knows? Dock positions. We have dock from Boo in this middle little pond here. Probably want some minimal investment on it. He does have shore fish he can at least take after the deep fish, but only 2 deep fish is pretty ass. Barrels and Dervoy next to each other. And Gujaras are low-key pretty decent. You can hide the fishing ships inside the dock. And then we have Cappy in a pretty difficult situation up against Berbers and Dravidians on the outside. I kind of get the feeling that they're not going to play heavy on water. But I don't know. I don't know. Having Vietnamese and this game is really nice, and they can formulate a lot of plans based off of positions. That was Boo must have just been checking where the position was, and then Cappy just reconfirming it. I mean, Sumero's TC is certainly not a good one. Could just castle here, Stonewall, have some military here, and yeah, Sumero's going to be in a bit of a tricky situation if he does get walled in or somehow pushed. And Boo's going to be able to know where he is. It's not like he can hide. Vietnamese's team game bonus is just unreal good on Nomads, but there's no guarantee where TC is going to be. No capture age or no CA? No cavalry archers? Is that what it is? Gonna get his villager out? Do you really want to Bell fight Poles? Capture age? 3v3s are a bit too intensive. Why is... Just fight it. Your Poles. What was all the fuss about? Why was he running away? CA overrated, being spending money on wine and morals. Okay, so 4 fish out. I don't think Boo's gonna invest anymore. Looks like... Where's this villager coming from, man?
Namaste.
What is Barrels doing with this vill? He's already lost 1. Boo can wall himself in, or... What is his plan here? Gonna take her, right?
Namaste.
Boo? Okay, she's dead. Just while they're in, just in case. Yeah, running Capture Age, a game, OBS, and potentially any other things you got open. I've got Spotify open. I've also got multiple browsers and tabs open as well. These things all eat RAM and processing power, so the main issue is having something like OBS is a massive killer itself, and then Capture Age, even in 1v1, takes up so much RAM. Okay, Kathy going for a big lure here. Does he... Just passing? Just passing. Is he gonna get that okay? I feel like he needs to go for a wall here. 20 HP? I think he's just calculated that enough where he's gonna have the right amount of hits. It's gonna down to 8. And... Fine. Oof. Okay, first players are on the way up. Looks like Sumero's going to be the first one to get there, and it's Dravidians. It's going to be really nice, of course. It feels like I've honestly given up for it already. I don't see massive investment here. 6 fish. 5. There's double dog from Dervoy. So he's going to fight a little bit. He's going to try and get barrels off of water. Sumero's coming with another dog over here, though. Actually, a really nice touch. Making use of that bonus from Dravidians. Straight onto galleys. Could honestly delete some. That was the wrong button. You get 2 galleys queued. You could just make a blacksmith with that. Still get wood left over. I'm just going to go for fire here to help defend. Because he sees the Britain's docks. And Dervoy is going to be going for galleys. And it always makes sense for Britons to go galleys. Likely going to try and get to archer line. Or you're going to try and get into longbows. You're going to get upgrades for your galleys. Pretty much the same thing, right? Makes that transition that bit easier. See galleys up the top from Sumero. Going to start chipping away in these guys. And Boo, I don't know what he does with these. Yeah, he's going to add some scouts. He's got a full mark already. Does he have it out already? I don't believe he does. I don't see it going anywhere else. Yeah, that's fine. Let's take its Fog of War. With morals? With soul morals? Don't be making jokes. Wonder if they could force a reaction off of Sumero, maybe with like 2 scouts and on the gold tier. If your teammates have markets as well, it's always nice. Their vision's going to be much improved when they put their market up. Jam Jack, thank you. Looking forward to seeing your games, my man. Let me know if you have anything scheduled. Yep. That's nice. They really not have a blacksmith yet? Forcing them off the gold is really nice. And Snake AoE fan, thank you. Forcing the barracks is nice. Maybe not as much from Dravidians, they have all that extra wood, but you can see it's down to 0 now. And the scouts are just being annoying. It's going to be really difficult for Boo to find damage with scouts here, because everything's so closed in, close to the TC, you can see the range. But I think you camp the gold, maybe he's trying to deny the blacksmith, because that's going to be going up to Castle Age. Diving in on the berries now as well, got to be careful. They're so my favourite kind of morals. And he does pull out. Good job from Boo. Does snake a villager in the meantime. Bulwarks are on the way. We do have our first players on the way up to Castle Age. We can see Cappy is on the way up. Is he on stone? Having to go for a defensive tower in the meantime. Barrels is trying to get his up. 4 versus... I'm not too sure how many. Fletching. Not for either of them. Can't mine any more stone, no. Have to make another mining camp and then could. But have to be from here.
ನಾನ್ ತಯಾರ್.
But just trying to keep on finding an angle. Would Samero be regarded as a stronger player compared to Nick? It's hard to say, because Nick doesn't play a lot of 1v1s. I would say Samero is slightly stronger though. But not by a lot. Not by a lot. Okay, Dervoy looks all good. Looks like the galleys have got pretty ample damage, but we do have green and blue up here. So it feels like he needs to start moving out a bit more. But fire galleys just been an absolute pain in the ass. Boo is on stone as well. How does this food count look? Gotta click up. Doesn't have the market. Needs to get a market and needs to get a castle up here, which would be fantastic. And barrels is still... Okay, just adding some Sharamshas, which can be an issue to deal with. TC being added. Monastery here as well. Dervoy... Ooh, scouts around as well though. And if Sharamshas come up now, that could be a slight problem. He's better for sure. I love that you put that in at the end, Nick. For now. Or right now. But yeah, I would say right now, that's probably a fair comment, right? And your ability level is always a very hard one to judge. Okay, nice snipe on the villager though. Their boy really feeling under the cosh here. Waldeman, just please, Waldeman. You get 454 wood. Waldeman! Their boy, no. Okay, villager's walled in the stone. Boo's on the way up. Knight's also hitting from Ganji now. Feels like we've not seen a lot from Ganji, but he has Berbers. Night spam can be really difficult to deal with. Ganji's already on 3 TCs, not 2. My bad. Feels like that castle's gonna have to be defensive. I did say this with polls last time. It's probably what you're gonna have to go for. Semero's even getting his spears involved. And yeah, Sharamsh's involved now. Not the easiest thing to deal with. Oh boy. Oh really boy. Is Ganji really gonna make a fire galley for this? Oh my god, bro, he's on in Shortfish. Okay, defensive castle is the right call. Gotta protect the farming space here. Not seeing anything else from barrels yet. There's a second TC. Okay. Ganji doesn't look like he's committing to too much military. Just getting a little bit of map presence. Definitely adding a lot of villagers. I mean, having like this fish eco in the north, like totally untouched, is so good for them, right? So good. So good. And 1 monk goes down, 2 monks go down. Like having Sharamsha, perfect counters for them. And Dravidians, gonna get a lot of extra wood. But wonder what Sumero's wood count. It's gonna go for 1,000 probably. Unless he takes out some galleys. Still got like 5 galleys in the queue. He's gonna be up to like 600. Oh man. Dravidians, man. Now the question is, does he go TC? He does. Is he able to get another one? I don't know if I saw Schlachta come in for Boo, but I'm gonna guess no. Dervoy's also getting doubled right now, which is not ideal. Dervoy really needs to clear this up. And doesn't have fletching yet. Now being forced into a monastery at home. So that's wood you'd rather be putting onto water. But nice timing on the upgrade. But War Galley's going to be in very soon. There's a big discrepancy there in terms of numbers. And Zamero's army's about to have a big upgrade. 1 TC, 2 TC, 3 TC from Cappy. Not seen any military from, just monk defense. When you go for that kind of thing here, knowing your opponent's that close does leave you open to a castle on top of the eco, and yeah, could make things pretty challenging. Ganji and Boo just happy enough to play away in a 1v1 kind of situation down here. Polish Knights don't have any upgrades. Only +1 attack from Ganji, but he's already switching on to camels. And yeah, it looks like their boy's going to lose all that. Defender's advantage, of course, from Zamero with these docks. And tatty bye. Okay, defensive castle. Right from Squeaker. Okay. Double monastery their boy's been forced into. Honestly, I think I just buy the res for a TC instead of going for a mining camp there. I think I just buy the stone. I'll get it back. Okay, so Meryl even being annoying. Just towering the stone. It's really nice against Poles. They get the gold income as well, so really efficient in terms of the resource management. Units. Looking decent for both. +1 defense is in now. For Booze, coming from Ganji as well. So Meryl can kind of like push in from this other angle. It's going to be difficult with the castle there. Could be kind of annoying. Not seen too much more from barrels, but he's just adding TCs. So added this one first, then the second one to the left hand side now. And Dervoy is
Ready.
having some problems. Actually, reasonably peaceful. Most of the action is going on between Ganji and Boo right now. And Dervoy just getting horse collar. Pop. And if there's anyone you probably don't want to be matched up against for Boo and these, even as Sharamshas, just added into the eco from Bowers is really nice. But up against Berber Stables, it's probably the one matchup that would be less favorable for Poles. But you know, the stables are running, the numbers are going down, and yet Zamero doing what he has to do. Boo's distracted. Come in. Castle drop bulwark here. Really nice. And should be able to get some damage in. And yeah. Doesn't look fantastic. Looks like Boo's gonna lose a lot of economy here. He's not careful. Cappy's coming over with some rattans, but there's only a few there, and it's not good when you have an archer player having to react. And Kajari, Sharamsha's just getting in now. And if somehow Barrels gets like 10 Sharamshas and just puts them in the eco, it's going to be a nightmare to deal with. Eco count should be looking pretty poor now. 49 villagers for Boo. Is getting some stone walls up. Still a bit of a weak point here. And Sharamshas are going to be coming in. Castle's up from Dervoy. Still, he has had a lot of fish eco, but it looks like most of it's all dead now. And Cappy's actually up to Imperial. Oh boy. Feels like the timing could be unfortunate. Because the army's not here to defend. Shiramshas can just... They're so fucking annoying. Like I said, 10 Shiramshas can cause idle time for a large amount of time. And also take a lot of villagers. Let's not forget that. And I'm not too sure what the transition is. Going into Imperial, got 1 on gold. There's Darvoy over here. He's getting raided now. Cappy has 1,300 stone. What the hell, man? And he did tap out and called the GG. Well, played to the Amigos, I guess. Having Berbers matched up with Poles there was definitely good. Do we maybe commit to Castle Age sooner? If you're pub? Knowing the position of Samero? I guess didn't know how bad it was. And maybe, but then again, maybe Ganji comes in and wipes after that as well. I think I definitely preferred the subs. I did say that before the game. I think Poles overrated. I think Poles are still decent, provided you can protect the full works. I don't think you really can. I think it's very situational and difficult to protect.